Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today, we're going to be going over my Midseason UFL awards and my Midseason All-UFL team. So, beginning with a few quick awards, we first have Coach of the Year. So, my Coach of the Year at the midseason point is pretty easy. It is Skip Holtz of the Birmingham Stallions. Not only are the Stallions the best team in the league at 5-0, but Skip Holtz has done an incredible job. The Stallions are an extremely well-coached football team. And to make things more impressive, Skip Holtz has gotten the Stallions to where they are with two different quarterbacks, Matt Corral and Adrian Martinez, both playing at a very high level. But the Stallions, a really, really good team. Skip Holtz, the clear Coach of the Year pick halfway through the season. My Offensive Player of the Year is Adrian Martinez. So another Stallion, but it was tough to give Offensive Player of the Year because there was some great candidates so far. But Martinez is my Offensive Player of the Year after 5 weeks. He's thrown for 603 yards and 3 scores, and also leads the league in rushing yards with 302 yards and has another score on the ground. Now, what makes this even more impressive for Adrian Martinez is he's only started 2 games. Now, he's actually appeared in all 5, but only seen extended action in 3. But Martinez, he's been great for the Stallions. He's actually the league's only 300-yard passer. And he's been a great player for the Stallions, and he is my Offensive Player of the Year at the midseason mark. My Defensive Player of the Year is Kai Nakua, although this was very difficult to pick, because there have been some great candidates, like Carlos Davis, Breland Speaks, Kyle Zeno, and others, but I opted to give it to Kai Nakua. He has done everything for the Panthers in the first half of the season. He has 29 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, a league-high 3 interceptions, also a league-high 6 pass breakups, and he has just been an incredible safety for the Panthers and has done absolutely anything they've needed him to do on the defensive side of the ball. So Kai Nakua is my Defensive Player of the Year at the midseason mark. And my midseason MVP is AJ McCarron. So McCarron won the MVP award in the XFL last year with the Battlehawks, and I think he's been the league's most valuable player again so far this year. McCarron is second in the league in passing yards with 1,051. Also has a league-high 10 passing touchdowns, and has thrown just 1 interception. But he has been great for the Battlehawks. He's extremely valuable to their team, and putting up great numbers as well. He's my MVP. And getting into my All-UFL team, beginning on the offense, my quarterback is my league MVP, AJ McCarron. If he's going to be the MVP, he's definitely going to be the quarterback of my All-UFL team. Adrian Martinez, Matt Corral, Luis Perez all put together good seasons, but McCarron's been the best quarterback. At running back, it's tough, but I'm going to give the spot to Jacob Sowers, also of the St. Louis Battlehawks. The Battlehawks have used multiple running backs this year, but Sowers has been insane. He is 3rd in the UFL with 224 rushing yards, and also has 2 rushing touchdowns, and he is doing that while averaging a ridiculous 5.6 yards a carry, which ranks 2nd among running backs with at least 10 carries. Ricky Person, Josh Lovett, and Wes Hills all having great years, but Jacob Sowers is my All-UFL running back at the midseason mark. Moving to the receivers, and I decided to only go with 3 here. And it was tough to pick 3, but I was able to eventually decide on 3. The first is Hakeem Butler, again of the St. Louis Battlehawks. Butler, the league's leading receiver, with 344 yards and is tied for 1st with 3 touchdowns. He actually got off to a slow start, but picked up late with 147 yards the last time out, and he is one of my 3 receivers on my midseason All-UFL team. The second receiver is Jonte Kirkland of the Brahmas. He is the 2nd leading receiver. He was great last year with the Houston Roughnecks in the XFL. He is now great this year with the Brahmas. Kirkland leads the league in receptions with 34. He is 3rd in receiving yards with 314 and also has 2 scores. And he has been a fantastic weapon for the Brahmas offense. And the 3rd receiver spot was very tough. It was between Marcus Sims and Deion Kane, but I opted to give it to Marcus Sims of the Michigan Panthers. He is again having a real good year. He is 2nd in the league with 318 receiving yards, and has done so on just 15 catches, and has also taken 3 of those catches for a score. Plus, he is a big play threat anytime he touches the ball, as he is second in the league in terms of yards after the catch, and also leads the league with 21.2 yards per catch. Moving to tight end, my All-UFL tight end is Jace Sternberger of the Stallions. So this was pretty tough to pick because there's been some good tight ends in the UFL. Obviously Sternberger, but Cody Latimer, Sal Cannella, and Sage Surratt all putting together good seasons. But I'm giving it to Sternberger. He only has 10 catches, but has made the most of his opportunities with 201 yards and 2 scores. And he's been, I think, the best tight end in the UFL at the midseason mark. I'm going to skip over the offensive line. So now moving to the defense. And starting at the defensive end spot, my first defensive end is Malik Fisher of the Defenders. So Fisher is top 3 in both tackles for loss and sacks, and he's been very good for the Defenders' defense. And my other defensive end is tough. Came down to 2 players, Breland Speaks or Peter Tamanapenu. I opt to give it to Breland Speaks. He's, again, having a great season for the Panthers. He is 4th in the league with 4.5 sacks, while also leading the league with 6 tackles for loss. 2 interior defensive linemen, I have the first defensive tackle, Carlos Davis of the Stallions. He's having a great year, leads the league with 6 sacks, and also has 3 tackles for loss. And my other defensive tackle, Jalen Redmond of the Renegades. Redmond's a player having a surprising season, kind of came out of nowhere, but he's been a bright spot on a bad Renegades team and a bad Renegades defense. He's top 3 in tackles for loss and sacks, with 5 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks. But Jalen Redmond, having a really good year. I feel like he's flown under the radar a little bit, but he is my second defensive tackle. Moving to the linebackers, there's 3 of them. The first is Kayava Tizino of the Stallions. He has been everywhere for Birmingham in the first half of the year. 35 tackles, a tackle for loss, and half a sack. He's really just done everything. And his success from last season with the Maulers has carried over to this year with the Stallions. Devontae Beckett of the Brahmas is my second linebacker. He is the league's leading tackler with 40. Also has 4 tackles for loss, a pass breakup, and 2 forced fumbles. Another linebacker doing everything for his team's defense. And my third linebacker, Anthony Hines of the Defenders. He is also having a really good year. 3rd in the UFL with 36 tackles. Also 2nd in the UFL with 5 tackles for loss. Moving to the secondary, at the corner, there's 2 of them. I've got Lorenzo Burns as one. He's been a lockdown corner for the Stallions. 2nd in the league with 5 pass breakups. And has been really good consistently matching up against the opposing team's top receiver. And my second corner is Michael Joseph of the Defenders. He picked up right where he left off last year with the Defenders. Yet to tally an interception, but still playing extremely well. 36 tackles is top 5 in the league, plus he has 5 pass breakups, which is top 3 in the league. And my 2 safety spots, the first goes to my Defensive Player of the Year, Kai Nakua. I talked about him before. He leads the league in interceptions and passes defended. Really just been everywhere for the Panthers. He is my 1 safety. And the second safety is Kenny Robinson of the Stallions. So it was tough between Kenny Robinson and Jordan Mosley of the Brahmas. I decided to give the slight edge to Robinson. He's having a great year on the back end of the Stallion defense, with 4 passes defended, making 16 tackles and having 2 tackles for loss. But those are my midseason UFL awards and my midseason All-UFL team. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, and why. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.